Hi and welcome to this new video on the HCBP channel, your one-stop resource for HR information, whether you're an SME, an HR department of one, or you just started your career in HR. Now today's topic is going to be about internships and universities and dealing with universities in general. Now, in this country and other GCC countries, we cannot but notice the amount of investment in universities. There are really good quality universities in the region, and people from all over the globe, they go to these universities. And these universities, actually their curriculum is up to a global standard, and they're always up to date. Now, the GCC being the region it is in terms of the advancement of workplace technology and remaining competitive in what is deemed to be a very competitive market. We actually are just around a gold mine. The gold mine is obviously the interns. Now, I speak out of experience. Some of the best calibers we had in the business were from interns. The amount of energy they bring to the workplace, they're just out of university. They want to get a taste of what it is like in the corporate world, in the actual working environment, and the motivation to try and prove themselves and the opportunity. Just having that opportunity means the world to them. This is a great potential for you guys to leverage. And one of the things I want to encourage, and I want to see SMEs specifically doing, is encourage more dealing with universities, and some of your best future talent might be from a university. So why don't you leverage that? It's just around the corner. Be out there. Don't expect people to just come to you. Be out there. Go to universities. This is a great resource for you to enhance your business. And actually, it's a CSR at the same time, because you're giving back to the community. The time you're given to these students to learn from what is happening in the actual workplace, that doesn't go unnoticed. And that is part of your employee value proposition, or EVP. And at the same time, you're giving back to society. So you're not just out there looking after your own business. No, you're breaking the stereotype that your private businesses are greedy. You're actually giving back. You're investing in students, because no matter how good they are, they would be there would be a lot of them to learn, and you're actually filling the gap from their university. Bridging this gap is a big deal, because getting it firsthand while you're still a student in a university, it has a very powerful impact on the student. And they're able then to take all these theories they go through and see how they how to implement them in the workplace. I speak out of experience. Actually, we've had a lot of success with our internship programs, and some of the effort we've seen, we ended up having some of these guys as temporary employees just because we didn't have actually the structure requirements to have additional headcount. But they were so good that we actually invested in paying them on temporary basis. Some of them, the projects they presented, the quality, the commitment, the speed of their learning cannot go unnoticed. So if this is one resource you haven't tapped into, I guarantee you there are lots of universities out there who would be interested in partnering with you. And usually the expectation is reasonable, very reasonable. Usually they're ready to give you their best, just if you give them like a small token of appreciation just to cover their transportation coming back and forth to the workplace. Some might ask for a meal allowance. So again, with so little, you're doing something so big. You're investing in the future generation, what could be your future workforce. You're getting an exposure as an employer who takes into consideration new graduates or students, and who gives them an opportunity to be part of a workforce. And at the same time, you're saving on your budget. You might not have the budget to go full time. And we all have these situations where we have some big projects, some bigger projects actually, that we need to look after and cater for. But due to budget constraints, we don't have the workforce for that, the workforce budget for that. So again, it's a win-win. And if you haven't done so already, I really highly encourage you to do so. If I talk about just the UAE here, there are over a dozen of universities that are looking forward to partner with the employers. Now, here's the thing. There's a caveat, though. Some employers, or not the employers themselves, some of the people who are entrusted to look after these students, they treat them like they're admin. Well, it's totally okay for people to work as admin, and because admin is part of every job on this planet. But just cramming admin tasks into the way of interns is not really a good idea. So consider that. It's totally okay again to do some admin work, but there has to be some value given back to the student. So maybe help them manage their time. If you have some admin work that needs to be done, it's very important for them as well to learn about admin because, again, as I said, everything has an admin aspect to it. But let that be an hour or two a day max, and let all the remainder of the day be a learning opportunity for them. And just imagine how much they can bring to the business with their, new ideas, fresh perspective on things. They might just come with the craziest ideas that you haven't thought of. And you know what? Things they would be having the passion to go through and materialize. So just a consideration here. I've been to Oman and I've seen the number of students that go into workplaces. And I have to say, I was really impressed with the quality of young, talented Omanis, for example, standing up there, and they look young and they act so professional. And you have a gold mine there. And it's a shame that we don't use the opportunity to give these guys some space to integrate into workplace and understand how it goes. And as well, the lost opportunity that you have for your organization. SME specifically, you have that usually manpower restriction where you cannot recruit as many as you would like to recruit. So this is a win-win. You solve your recruitment issues. You don't commit for a long period of time. They work for you on projects and things. It doesn't, of course, strip away the fact that you need to invest time in teaching them. This is a must. But again, your return on investment will be definitely worth the while and the money, actually, that you spend out of your full-time employees to train them. Because they're ready to give back. They want to give back. They want to show you their best. So jump on the bandwagon if you haven't already. I know there are universities out there waiting for you and people like you and your company to reach out. They would love to partner. The only thing for them is they just need to make sure that the students are taken care of and they're not just thrown in as admins to the business, no added value to them, and that there's some kind of a system. It's a bit systematic, so there's a follow-up on the learning and people check up on them because, again, these are entrusted to you by the university so that you can look after them and help them out in shaping them into the future workforce. That's about what I wanted to talk about today. Please do consider this. It's very important. If you haven't done so, I promise you it's really worth your while. If you don't have a program, reach out to your HR department and ask them to help you out with this. If you don't have an HR department, reach out to the university. They would be more than happy to help you arrange something. But don't just leave this opportunity on the side. That's it for today. I hope that was meaningful to you. I hope I opened your heart to something that is out there. And I'll see you again soon in the next video. And remember, when you're in doubt, I'm here to help you out. See you next time.